Patrick McNeil back here at the intermission, joined now by Peter Repcik for part 2 of his 10 questions, brought to you by Tamarind Optical. Peter, what is your favorite pregame meal?
My favorite pregame meal is probably chicken and rice.
What is something about yourself, either something you like or do, that people wouldn't expect from a hockey player?
Actually, I think I'm a really funny guy. Maybe not in Canada, because I know a lot of slangs, but maybe I'll do some funny stuff off the ice and maybe on the ice sometimes.
You like to crack your teammates up?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is red.
What is your earliest memory of watching hockey as a kid?
Actually, I have no clue.
Okay.
I think I was watching Olympics in 2012 in Vancouver, Slovakia against Canada, I think so it was. Yeah, and that was cool. So that's my probably first experience of watching big hockey.
It's interesting, since I've started asking the guys that question, the 2010 Olympics comes up a lot, but that makes sense for the Canadians because that was a very memorable win, but it's interesting to hear that from somebody from one of the other countries too. How comfortable is Peter Repcik speaking in front of people? Would you be comfortable speaking in front of a big crowd?
Yeah, actually, I think I would. I'm not a shy person, but if I'll do some mistakes.
It just wouldn't bother you?
Yeah.
If you had the choice between eating in a restaurant or taking out food from the restaurant, which would you prefer?
I think eating in a restaurant.
Obviously, you would have traveled quite a ways to come over here to Canada. Other than for hockey, what's the longest trip you've been on in your life?
I went to London in a bus, and it was like 24 hours.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that was probably the longest way. When I was on the way from LA, because I was in LA for a Christmas break, I was sleeping at the airport at Vancouver, so that was pretty long too.
Ooh, yeah. Might have been a bit of a tough one.
Yeah.
You get picked up by the Eagles, coming over from Lethbridge to the WHL. Who's the first player on the Eagles to send you a message welcoming you to Cape Breton?
I think it was Haggy. Then I think Ivan.
Not surprised Ivan would be in there. Good to see Haggy, the 20-year-old, so that's not surprising. Has Peter Repcik ever had his phone ring in a public place? You forgot to put your phone on silent and your phone rang when it wasn't supposed to.
I have always my phone on silent. If someone will want something, he will call second time.
The last question for part 2. You're wearing number 27 with the Eagles. Why number 27?
Actually, I don't know. I think I choose 27 because of Ladislav Nagy.
Okay.
He played, I don't know, like 30 years ago in QMJHL, and he's a legend. And he's from my hometown, and he was wearing 27. But I like 21, but I didn't have a lot of options, so I choose 27.
Ladislav Nagy would have been a big star in Halifax the second year the Eagles were in the league, and I think he had something like 70 goals. We saw him quite a lot at Center 200, and he was, as you said, a very good player. I'm old enough to remember watching him in the queue. Thank you for letting us get to know you a bit. Peter, best of luck the rest of the season.
Yep, thank you so much.
That's Eagles 4, Peter Repcik. Join us for 10 questions at the intermission. You're listening to Uniglass Plus, Cape Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.